I'm betting a day. So it looks like everybody's following what the public wants because that is where the money comes from. But it shouldn't always be about the money. At times we should use our sense because, in fact, let me say this. At a point, I sat there. I thought like who is Rosemond Brown at all? Because I can go to a website. I'll see like 4 stories continuously. Rosemond Brown say. Rosemond Brown say I want to have a one night time Shatawale. I was like really. So me, at the point, I told myself that I will never interview her. But saying the public wants Rosemond Brown, and the show is for the public, I'm tempted to interview her because I'm doing a show for the public. But still, Nadia, I don't think I'll interview her.
I think when it comes to, I think in a way the bloggers, they've contributed, and you know that blogging industry is not regulated, so most people are looking out for the clicks, and they know that when they post any nonsense stuff, excuse me to say, people will read and then it will command them, and then in a way they will get the money.
So it's the public that has made this, not the bloggers.
Oh, but
if I post I don't read. If I post I don't read.
Let's wrap up with this social media bit and then let's move on. I mean, really, let's look at award scheme before we move on to other jurisdictions. Award schemes. If you win an award, does that make you a celebrity in your discipline?
Oh, awards are given to people who are doing the right things. Doing the right thing. At times, some awards, not all awards.
Yes.
Some awards are like family and friends.
Meaning?
Oh, I'm giving it to you because I know you.
It happens.
I even sometimes some entertainment
in the
awards.
Music industry.
Like we are talking about awards.
No, I'm asking. In the music industry, it happens.
In the music industry, you have 2 awards. So even if I say it happens, you don't know which I'm talking about. If it was just the Ghana Music Awards and I say it happens there, then it becomes a new
because
forward.
awards are given to people who are celebrated in their various fields. So definitely, should somebody win whatever of the year, so that person should be a celebrity. Maybe a sports celebrity, this celebrity.
Recently, you were in Ghana when the most popular song was given to Total Cheat instead of One Corner. So that one is based on vote. So awards are not always given to people who deserve it. At times it should be given to people who deserve it, but at times because it's a business entity who is organizing the event, the person also thinks about the financial aspects. So it's not always about giving it to the right people. I think last 2 years or so, everybody was talking about Bisake the winning artist of the year. I was given to EL. Everybody was saying that this guy, Jometo winning artist of the year 2017 was not right. But it was given to him because they said he had a vote. It's a businessman operating his or her firm. So awards are not always given to people who are really, really working. Or people probably who have the clouds and can command people to vote for them. First get them, say, oh, Pafanto artist of the year, we're winning. If you come the year, if you come
let me come in. I mean, looking at the various disciplines, politics, entertainment, sport, and all of that, which of these is difficult to penetrate as a celebrity?
Okay, so I'll say politics.
It's difficult?
Yeah, politics. Because with the nature of our politics, if you don't craft it well, you can dig yourself down, because immediately you post something, it will be there, and then somebody can use it against you, so you can easily just bring you down. But for a celebrity, once you carve yourself as maybe I just post a gibberish, people know you as that, so you can be able to command that. But when it comes to politics, because you are looking out for votes, and if you don't position yourself well, it will come back to haunt you. So I'll say politics is difficult.
Zion, you agree?
I think politics is very, very difficult. I know you agree on. It's true. We use our mind, we use our brains, and you say also school do baby about. You have to think. At times I sit there and I think, hey, those who host morning show, it's not easy because you have to know the police law, you have to know this, you have to know this, you have to know this. So if you want to enter into politics, it's not a joke. Our showbiz industry, like we are all here. Like somebody takes the phone, go on Instagram, start going nude. Like we'll talk about the person for a week. The person will start getting some small deals. I always say that you're bonina, was unya crana, then you repent. Repent, yeah. Still now, the following is there.
Yes.
You get it. So the showbiz industry is very, very, very easy to enter, especially in this era where we have social media. Let me give you this example. I think just this week or so, this lady, they say Abrako is new wife.
Yeah.
I don't see any. I see it to be like the person sat down and planned very, very, very well, because after the first Schwarzenegger saga, no lady has come out to say that she's going out with Abrako. So if I'm an actress, if I'm a musician, and I want to bring something out, and I affiliate myself to with him,
Sure.
I'll get people talking about me. And I remember when I first saw your story, I went to check the lady's Instagram account. She was around like 443 followers. Jack, the following day when I went, she was around 2,000. Because now she can't talk of the town.
Yes.
So that's social media playing a role. But how has traditional media also played a role in tagging people unnecessarily as celebrities?
Radio and TV, they are very, very mindful. Radio and TV are very, very mindful of the kind of people they talk about on their platform. Because, you know, a lot of these big men listen to radio. A lot of our politicians listen to radio. They want to know the sickness of the industry. So if you go and see that Ekuapem Polo says she wants to have a one-night stand with Shatawale, they come and sit on primetime radio, primetime TV. You're discussing that when Omanpenima Nanado wants to listen to the dying movie industry. Now we can say Ekuapem Polo says Shatawale having one-night stand. Shatawale is fighting this girl, the wife, no. Michi. Every day Shatawale, like really. No, I think the radio and TV there, they are very careful with the content they put out. But you see, all I know, I can write like 20 stories in a day. So that one, you can't really regulate it. But radio and TV, the time is limited. So you can't waste your time on just one particular person saying quote unquote nonsense. The creative arts ministry, people are saying that they are not working. So instead of punching them for them to work, you come and sit down and you'll be talking about Moshe Budon saying that.
So it's more censored when it comes to the traditional
media. Yeah, but the social media people know there. Yeah.
But I mean, I'm asking, what can we do as a nation? When we go outside of Ghana, there's the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's for people who are celebrated, who have worked and have earned some sort of, you know, fame and everything for the nation. So they are designed with their name, with a star on it. How can we also, as a nation, do something to replicate it and give to deserving persons, not any sensation coming in from anywhere?
I think it's about time. First of all, I think it needs to begin with an association. Let's say, for instance, if bloggers, they have an association, they meet and then they decide that no, the charter that we are trading is not good, so why don't we do it this way? So in a way it becomes regulated. So if you are not part of that association, then it means that you are doing something, and then in a way people, the attention might not be given to you. So I think it needs to start from there, so that as we begin to discuss, because in a way it's the youth that we are actually misleading. Because if you are just thinking about yourself, you just want to make money, and then at the expense of what people are. Because now I remember some time ago I was moving, and then I saw some little children. Then the song that they were singing, I was like, that I think this lady, the lady that passed on, Ebony. That, you know how, and the way like they were singing, you could see that no, they know what they are doing. So in a way it's giving a bad influence on them, which when we are not careful, they will end up becoming this street children and all those stuff. So I think it's about time we look beyond the personal interest, you getting the money, and then look at the longer picture, how Ghana will benefit.
So this is how I wrap up with you. From any sector, top 5 celebrities we have in the country.
From any sector? Yes,
any sector. Top 5 quickly.
Okay, so maybe you can talk about Dumelo, Yvonne Nelson, let's say, let me add the musicians, Sarkodie, and of course Shatawale.
And you forgot to add the president. He's not a celebrity. Well, I asked you and you didn't include him. Zion, top 5 celebrities we have in the country, and then you'll find out where.
Putting it all together will be very hard. 5.
Just give me 5.
Jackie Appiah.
2.
I can't talk without mentioning Sarkodie.
3.
You know, still more today.
4.
Jack, listen, you know. Gospel artist, young man. Anytime we are talking, we get the gospel artist.
And
Why?
then you see, you guys are only mentioning entertainment personalities. What happens to the politicians? You forgot to mention the first man on our land.
Ronaldo.
Is he not a celebrity?
His Excellency. His Excellency.
For the definitions you've given, he's a celebrity. There's somebody who has worked in the political arena. He's worked so hard, and now he's the first gentleman on the land. Canadian Japan. I mean,
you know,
Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndom is a celebrity.
I think mostly celebrity, we've carved it to entertainment
and sports.
And it's unfortunate.
So that's why.
No, you know, the politicians are too serious. They are too serious. You know, like showbiz is, you know, like it's very flexible. So politicians no more too serious for the celebrity lifestyle, because as a celebrity you have to slay red carpet, like you have to, like, appearances and things.
Samira slays, so is she not a celebrity?
Samira qualifies. Red carpet, Glass Star Awards, movie awards, and well, come on.
It's been an interesting discussion with you guys. Who's a celebrity? It's not a topic we could dissect for even 12 hours. 12 hours is not enough, because it's very, very debatable, and it's got different aspects. But it's been great having this discussion with you. We'll continue somewhere on social media as to who exactly a celebrity is. Many thanks for joining us. Zion Felix, who happens to be a social media influencer and a celebrity